Hi cats, hi kittens. It is me, Uncle Mad, here with another great video for the channel for you today. Once again today we are going to be doing a dine-in dinner review. We hit up the old Uber Eats and we've got Jonathan's being delivered on the way. Should be here in about 30-40 minutes. Eating Jonathan's plenty of times in the restaurant. Great place, wide selection of food. Really looking forward to what's on its way here tonight. Let's take a quick look at the menu for Jonathan's and we'll go over what we picked out for our dinner tonight. All right, so we ordered from the Jonathan's in Mount Juliet. Looking over their menu real quick. As you'll see here, Uber Eats always starts off with some recommendations of some popular items at the top. Then we get into the appetizers. A few things here caught my eye. Nachos, I was definitely considering those. Cheese sticks, always a good choice. Prime rib sliders, didn't see that when I was first looking, but they look good. I almost got the Nashville hot chicken sliders. That really was a tough debate for me. You get some soup, some salads. These are the type of things I'll be ordering starting tomorrow when I start eating better. Chicken tostada. Some chili. Chili sounds good. Now you get some sandwiches. Avocado club. I've had that before. That's good. You got the French dip right here. This is actually what Jessica and Sissy both got. They both ordered the French dip, and they also both got a side of onion rings. I almost made it 3 for 3 on the French dip because when they said they were getting it, I was like, that does sound kind of good, but something else caught my eye just a little bit more. The Larry Bird sandwich. California Club, I've actually had that before. It's pretty darn good. Barbecue sandwiches, got a couple wraps on the menu. We come into the burgers. I've had a few of their burgers and they've always been good. So if you're in the mood for a burger, they've got a few great options. Bison burger is a great one. I think the bistro burger is actually what I had the last time I had Jonathan's and it was very good. So black bean veggie burger, skip that. Don't eat that. They got a whole entree section too. They got ribeyes, other steaks, other chickens. Looks like a stuffed potato, pig in the potato patch, as we in the industry really call it. That's the biggest potato I ever saw in my life. Oh, yes, sir, it really is a really big potato. Yep, sure is. We grow them out back, if you do believe me. Real ones know what that was all about. I got some side items here if you want just a little bit to eat and don't need a full meal. Then we come into the pizzas. This is what really grabbed my attention. Got them listed by size here on the Uber Eats menu, but generally they have the same options in each size, so you're more choosing which one you want, and then you pick which size you want. I went for the 12-inch buffalo chicken pizza. That ended up winning out in the end for me. And so we keep scrolling through, a couple more pizza options, getting to the next size up, the large pizzas, but large pizzas generally, same toppings, same style of pizzas, but just obviously the bigger ones. I also thought about the carnivore, which seemed to be their version of like a meat lover's pizza, but just whatever reason, I was more in the mood for the buffalo chicken. Now we got flatbreads. I don't like flatbreads. To me, they're just like pizza, only they kind of suck, so skip that, go right to desserts. Chocolate cake, monkey bread, soft-baked cinnamon sugar dough, that sounds good. Cinnamon pretzels, not a bad choice. Chocolate chip cookie sandwich sounds great. Got gluten-free menu, but they're quick to point out they do not have a gluten-free kitchen, so you might still get gluten on your gluten-free items. And you just got a few extras here and there, and that is pretty much the menu. Soft drinks, all available. No alcoholic beverages available on Uber Eats. Most restaurants you got to call. Food has arrived. Let's see if I can successfully bring it in the house without releasing any of the animals this time. Although that did make for a very, holy crap, there's a ton of stuff out on this porch right now. Don't think that's food. I don't think that's food, but I know this is food, so I'm gonna get only this for now. Right, so here, let's look at the French dip and onion rings. And for me, buffalo chicken pizza. Doesn't look very buffalo-y. Looks very bacony, but not very buffalo-y. All right, so not off to a great start. Jonathan's forgot the dip part of the French dip, so there's gonna be some dry sandwiches. But we got pizza, so let's give it a shot. I got some ranch for dipping. Bone apple tea. It's just okay. Not getting a lot of buffalo in the buffalo taste there. Not gonna lie, this is not great. Still gonna eat it though. Like I said before, kind of cold. Might need to invest in some of those heat packs if you're an Uber driver. That'd be helpful here. We'll report back after I finish. All right, so after having eaten everything and wrapped everything up, I'm honestly gotta say I'm a little disappointed. My pizza was dry. I think it probably had sat under a heat lamp or something like that. Didn't taste too good at all, which is surprising. You know, Jonathan's is usually one of my favorite places to go, so they're relatively new to Uber Eats, so maybe the process, they haven't exactly worked out how to properly prepare and maintain the food. You know, as I mentioned, they forgot the dip for the French dips that Jessica and Sissy got. Jessica, how was your sandwich otherwise?
It was okay. I had to heat it up. But that's okay. It came from Mount Juliet, but French dips are notoriously dry without the dippings. So it was all right, but getting a French dip without the dip is just French.
Yep. So I would say this is not going to turn me off from ordering from Jonathan's, but maybe just for a little while. Give them some time to kind of work out the system, make sure they know. I mean, we're all living in very unique times now, so I'll be more likely to give people the benefit of the doubt right now than in other circumstances, but probably won't order for them for, you know, a couple weeks, give them time to work out all the kinks. Once again, you know, as Jess mentioned, the food was a little cold, but that's more of an Uber delivery thing than the restaurant's fault. So once again, any Uber drivers, if you happen to be watching, get one of those warm bags. I'll give you extra tip if my food's still warm when I eat it. I'm not going to say that again. That's my advice to you. One good thing on Jess's, they gave them a ton of onion rings. I'm eating on some of her leftover onion rings right now, and they are good. So onion rings, portion size and taste, got a thumbs up on this one. Everything else, a little bit kind of not bad, just disappointing. But like I said, I've always enjoyed Jonathan's when I've eaten there in person. So I'm going to go ahead and say that probably the quality issues tonight were more connected to the delivery, the kind of changes in the way things are done right now. So like I said, maybe a week or two, once they've got the routine down more, they're more used to how to prep the food and maintain the food and get the food packed up correctly. Maybe it'll be a little better. So we'll give them another shot in a couple weeks. You know, like I said, one of my favorite restaurants under normal circumstances, and you know, things right now are anything but normal. That being said, that's all we're going to do today. I would recommend you give Jonathan a shot. Like I said, I'll probably give him another one in a couple weeks. So Actually, this video probably won't come out anytime soon. I'm stockpiling a bunch of stuff, so by the time you see this video, they might have worked out the kinks. So if you're looking for something to eat tonight, order Jonathan's. They get my recommendation. You can see that. It's a thumbs up. Order Jonathan's. So by the time you see this video, they will have figured it out. It will be better. But that's it for tonight. Gonna eat the rest of these onion rings and then start eating better tomorrow, as I mentioned earlier. Salads. Salads, beets. I'm not gonna eat beets. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so that you can see future food reviews and know where you and your family should order your delivery from. Hit the bell to make sure you get all the notifications, because if you didn't receive this one and ordered Jonathan's and had a bad experience, that's your own fault. If you'd hit the bell, you would have known from what I'm telling you right now. Give the video a thumbs up. Also, leave some comments below. Where else should we try to eat? Have you tried Jonathan's since all the unique things going on in the world started? Is your experience better than ours, similar to ours? What should we have ordered from Jonathan's? Maybe we just ordered the wrong menu items. Tell me down in the comments below. Always looking for suggestions and ideas. Don't stand so close to me. Good night. Best part of the meal right there. Onion rings. Hi. I bet you thought that was the end of the video. Probably because I said all the stuff I usually say at the end of a video. But it's not. This video's got bonus content hidden here just for you. A little behind the scenes. That video was made a little over a month ago. I had kind of been holding on to it. It was kind of meant to be like a kind of evergreen episode that I could just drop in on a day if I needed an extra video or needed a backup video, if a video I had planned to do didn't come together or wasn't ready to go or something like that. So I had that one kind of holstered for an emergency if I needed to just have a video on hand to drop. And ultimately, that never came to be. I never had a chance where I needed to throw that video out there. And it's sort of no longer as evergreen as it once was, because restaurants are now reopening, getting back to a new normal version of service. Not normal, obviously. There's capacity limitations, hour limitations, various things like that. But being able to only get delivery, only be able to get dine-in is not how things are right now. So I thought it would be interesting to now kind of compare and contrast before and after the previous Jonathan's video with some new elements, some new Jonathan stuff. So, you know, to kind of continue our test run of going out and eating back out in restaurants and seeing how things are now that things are slowly starting to reopen, we're going to go to Jonathan's and give them a shot, see how they're doing with their actual in-house dining reopening. You know, like I mentioned in the earlier part of this video, wasn't a great experience on the carryout, but once again, that's not really how they're meant to have their food be experienced. So, you know, probably going to be better in-house. You know, every time I've ever eaten at a Jonathan's in-house, I've always enjoyed myself. So I would expect to enjoy it again once today. So we're going to hop inside. We'll check out what they've done to adjust to the regulations and such that are out there in the world right now, and see how they're doing now that they're kind of open and back up to service. So come along, we'll check it out. We'll see how things have changed since part one of this video that you just saw. Hostess on duty, but they do have a sign laying out all these special rules. So you can see the dining room is not too crowded. Still not a lot of people going out to eat at this time. Still using reusable menus, no temporary throwaway ones here. You can also see a list of other locations if you ever want to visit a Jonathan's. What are we gonna eat? I went with Baja fish tacos. No, I don't care what you ate. Mostly because the avocado on there sounded good. Nope. All right, so we wrapped up our dining out experience at Jonathan's as a comparison to our dining in experience.
it was great. The tacos were delicious. Service was great. Food came out, you know, timely. No issues there at all. Obviously better experience than the dining in experience we had. But like I said during that part of the video, it's kind of, you're not going to get the same quality of food when you're bringing it home as opposed to when you go to the restaurant and you get it fresh. So hopefully things continue going in the right direction. Hopefully things continue to progress and we can continue to have experiences like this, because, you know, it's nice, you know, not have to worry about going out and just having food brought in, but at the same time, it's clearly a higher quality when you get to go out and do it. So fingers crossed things keep going in the right direction. Would recommend Jonathan's. Do I have to say all this stuff again? I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, comment, subscribe, bell. Everybody did a pretty good job of this in there, so keep doing it. Don't stand so close to me.